Bitch, you know it's me. It's King VAD, and I made this beat. Y'all ain't even think. I love fucking hoes. They just come and go. She said that she love. I said adios. I said adios.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of R&P Podcast, giving you opinions on topics you've never asked for. I'm your host, PLAX. I'm here with my co-host, Rick. Rick, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right. We're looking a little different setup here. We got here.
I know, right? I feel like it's like more people here or something like that, right?
I was more talking about the setup of the room and like the camera angle, but there's an extra person. This isn't a interview, bonus episode is what we call them. This is just a regular episode with a guest. We do those. If anyone wants to come through and do them,
it's as if we don't.
We still do regular episodes. We've been doing regular episodes in between our interviews to show the people that indeed we still make
do regular episodes. Yeah. And we hope you guys have been enjoying all the content. I hope you guys have been enjoying the TikTok. I know people got a good laugh off of me.
I'll be you doing that dance.
I wasn't going to Everybody had got a good laugh off of that. So. Yeah, but I'm proud to announce that we have King VAD in the building with us. We're going to talk about maybe not in the Spotify, but definitely in the YouTube.
See, I definitely edit differently during Spotify.
I
definitely edit. The effort put into the Spotify edit is not the same.
Which doesn't make sense because it's all audio. So if anything, it should be the opposite. But
you think it should be more effort into the
more
Spotify?
People listen to us on Spotify.
That is true.
Honestly, when y'all first came on YouTube, I was on it. But since I came on Spotify, it's easier because I drive when I work, so I drive all day. So that means I'm just listening, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when I gotta like put it in a different address or put it, you know what I'm saying, whatever, y'all stuff stop.
Right, you don't gotta back out when it's on Spotify.
And then sometimes like I lose my spot because YouTube don't ever say where you So then I gotta go back like,
you gotta find where you was at.
Yeah,
it was definitely a hassle. But now we're also on Apple Music or Apple Podcast.
Yeah,
we're also on Google Podcast.
We are for the people, for the 7 people who use it.
Shout out to my boy Rick for putting us on, getting us those deals.
It wasn't that much of our deals.
Talking to Mr. Bezos.
I didn't have to talk to Jeff, especially after the video we shot. We may not want to have to speak to Jeff.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Let's not bring up Jeff. My bad, Jeff.
Don't speak like we know it.
We might, we do, bro. Listen.
Spiritual connection.
R&P Podcast on Amazon coming soon.
I don't know if you know how he be treating niggas that be working there, but I'm not.
Oh yeah, if we sign a deal to be on Amazon, he just go slave us the whole time.
Bro.
I need 3 episodes a week. We like 3 episodes.
He gonna lock the bathroom in your crib and be like, I better
in my house.
I better not see nobody open this door.
Hell no, get the fuck out of here, dog. But I guess Disney ain't no better. We gotta get on our own, Rick. That's the best bet.
You see how we doing right now?
We doing pretty good though. I think we doing
reviews.
Good.
Especially on the interviews, man. I've been seeing
people do enjoy the interviews. Shout out to Out West Records too. That was like in like a week they got like 90 views.
Yeah, they were our most watched video on our channel, which is we really appreciate.
Surpassing our first ever episode, and that was at like 70 something, and that was over 6 months of views.
I've been out for 6 months though.
Yeah, 6 months. For 6 months.
Episode a week. We've only ever missed one, and that was because we just went to recoup.
Just a recoup week. And I think ever since then we went on point.
We might have dropped something.
Yeah, we still dropped. Yeah, we still dropped. It was just like shit that we had did like way previously. Yeah, I don't know what we were talking about.
We just talk about ourselves in general. But yeah, this is a regular episode. We do have a guest here, but we are following the regular episode format. You'll just get a couple more opinions you didn't ask for.
Basically. So first, I like to start off where we left off in our last regular episode.
Did you add a to be continued at the end?
Right.
Continuation? I don't think you did.
I did.
But yeah, we was talking about Family Ties, the new song that was it Baby Keem, right?
Baby Keem and
Kendrick.
featuring. Well, I guess it was they was together.
It was featuring in the.
Yeah.
In the
Oh, it was?
Spotify.
Okay.
Yeah, on Spotify.
Oh,
it's
Apple
featured.
Music is both of their names.
It just
Okay, and on YouTube it's just Baby Keem, comma Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
So
Spotify they didn't do it right. But
Spotify just like we not doing all that, bro. It's a
Kendrick
feature.
was a feature if you even think about
yeah,
it.
if you think about it.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, Rick had a very hot take.
I don't feel like it's a hot take. I feel like
episode.
most people feel the same way as me. I feel like after
Oh
talking.
no, I agree. And just hearing it out loud,
It's crazy,
just
right? No, Baby Keem ate Kendrick. Like baby, I feel like that happens when first of all it's his song, and then second of all he probably felt like I can't come lacking.
Oh no,
his song featuring Kendrick.
Especially
Even if
they both
they're
got 2 minutes basically.
Yeah, they're family. So how you?
Are they really family?
Yeah, they cousins. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the cover art for the song is I got put onto this earlier today. The cover art for the song is a picture of them all together as kids. You see Baby Keem and you see Kendrick, but yeah, they really family. But yeah, he know how his cousin go. Obviously,
Yeah,
especially if his cousin probably put him onto music.
Yeah,
it was like
his Keem was a little kid and Kendrick was kind of older.
Yeah, so he wasn't gonna be like, I know how my cousin Kenny go.
When he said shout out to Man for putting me on, was that Kendrick?
Well, every black family has a man. It's just if Kendrick was the man.
I think it was Kendrick because when
at the time he could have been a man.
Like the third time I heard it, I said, "Is he talking about Kendrick?"
Or maybe they got another cousin that
they could.
also put him on. Yeah.
Y'all said something in the last joint. You saying that Kendrick, was like the kind of that second man. Mm-hmm. And I only say that too because the beat switched up, man.
A lot.
When that shit first came on, the beat was crazy.
Yeah.
And I felt like Kendrick should have hopped on the first beat.
Yeah.
He would have ate that shit. I feel like he would have ate that shit crazy. Like the beat was on, was like hype. It wasn't that good to me. It was like, okay, Kendrick.
You think it was more so beat? Okay. I like how Keem was spitting. And then in the middle of him spitting, his beat switched.
Oh yeah,
that's what got me going crazy because I'm like, oh, I was like, wait.
It kept continuing.
Yeah, and then he kept going.
Oh man,
I appreciated the song though, but yeah, and listening to it, I was hyped because it was like 12 a.m. when you put it in the chat. You was talking about that new Kendrick, and I was like, new Kendrick at 12 a.m. on a Sunday. This about to go crazy.
And the nigga Mello was like, oh, this
started
nigga tree I needed this morning.
Yeah, Baby Keem started in the morning, but I cut it on right. Baby Keem had me hyped in the beginning, like he was going crazy, like you said, his beat was going nuts, and he was in there. And then Kendrick verse came on, and I was like.
Listen. I like to start by saying, Baby Keem is a fucking problem.
Oh no, he's nice.
Yeah.
And I've never heard a song I started listening. I think Marl put me on to him low key. Either Marl or Black put me on to him. One of the two, because Black put me on to what's that nigga name? Damn, what's that nigga name? Pull up.
Oh, Don Toliver?
Yeah, Don T. He put me on to him. So I feel like he could have put me on the Baby Keem too. But every song that I've heard from Baby Keem was fire. Like I liked all the songs, but I was like, oh, this is just like another like Uzi type nigga or like a Cardi, one of them niggas, right?
Really? That
was just I put him in that category. He was obviously better than the majority of the niggas. I put him in that category just off the content he was like the shit he was saying.
He showed you.
And Family Time, he said, nah, PLAX, shut the fuck up. I'm nice, yes, me, I'm nice. That nigga, he might be creeping into my top 10 low key, like currently, like right now.
I'm about to start listening to more of him now, because that shit was crazy.
Listen to Hooligan. Listen to Hooligan by him and Orange Soda. Orange Soda is just straight. Yeah, that's just a straight disrespectful song. Like that's not.
I never heard that. I'm gonna have to throw that on.
Yeah, Orange Soda is crazy. It's all that song is just all disrespect. There's no content or nothing like that. Just all disrespect all for like 3 minutes. He just disrespecting the beat. But yeah, Baby Keem is a fucking problem. I don't want to say nothing too crazy, but like. Not too people can say they ate Kendrick on some shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? There's not a lot of people that can say that. Cole, well, I guess they did. That wasn't a song together.
It was neck and neck on it.
Yeah. Cole can't even say that.
Nah, that was neck and neck. And Cole, I feel like if you give it to Cole, it's because Cole had the better beat.
Cole did have a better beat, but I don't think he...
What did he have? He had All Right? Or
It was alright. Yeah.
And then what did Kendrick have?
I don't remember, to be real. I think it was Tell the Two Cities.
No, Kendrick might have the better beat.
Alright though, the Black Anthem. Alright,
It's only the Black Anthem because how he came was that the BET Awards?
Yeah.
Where he came out on top of the cop car and
Funny
had the shit
thing,
burning.
I hope no one ever finds it and I'm gonna log in and make sure it's gone. But on the previous page that Rick and I had.
Wait, what did you on the page that
Remember? Well, a group of us had. That was one of the songs he used for a very garbage.
Oh yeah, for
video.
that video that you really liked at the time. That was it was.
No, please no.
We can explain it because technically the thing we made is gonna come back.
Yeah.
But actually,
I
we
think
made
I
this
talked to
time
you about
around.
it briefly.
Yeah, but we had a channel and we had promo and stuff of the group who was in it at the time. We were supposed to be making comedy, as you can tell by our podcast. We're kind of fun.
Okay.
But yeah, we was gonna be doing skits and stuff like we're doing for R&P right now, and it was gonna be like a bunch of us, whatever. Kind of like what RDC is, but we was gonna do it earlier.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think RDC was out. They just wasn't popping yet. They was out.
were they? Oh no.
They just wasn't.
I guess we couldn't even get
Yeah,
that.
it was in high school. They was out. They just wasn't like popping yet. That was dormtainment days.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. And it
very
was
garbage video.
It was a video that
Very
Steve and another one of our mans, Araj, had
to
put together, and it was basically us photoshopped different things put together. It was terrible.
It was like
it was like 2012 like Photoshop.
What was we, sophomores?
Yeah, we were young.
Oh my god! Yeah.
And it was certain people's face put on not their
it wasn't
body.
even like just
because
it was
Photoshop.
It was
crazy.
It was not crazy. It was boys in front of a sports car. Ridiculous.
Looking at what I can do now, which isn't great. He'd be like, "Oh, you a fucking god!" Because that was some of the worst shit.
That was the worst. You like that?
I did like that. I thought it was quality.
That photo's on Instagram somewhere too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to get rid of that immediately.
It's on your page.
It's not on my page.
That's the only time I seen it was on your page.
It's on the official, what's the name?
We still have that?
Yes.
Do we still have the login?
We gotta find it. I just hope don't nobody
find it
and they be like, oh, these niggas garbage.
I think I have the
login. Got more
login.
skits on that page or just that?
No, it was just that. We never did
got
that
together
before.
and made skits, but now that we actually have the drive and know how to,
Right.
I honestly, at least me and Steve and a couple other people probably.
And like I said, I feel like I'm Nick Fury because I'm trying to bring a lot of different people together to do a couple different things. I definitely
trying to put the Avengers of comedy together.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because once we get started, as you can see, what Rick and I do, we might not be like super popular, but we're fucking killing it. So I think we're killing it.
I like Captain America and Iron Man right now. They're going crazy.
Basically,
I don't know if I like the comparison because one of the niggas is dead and the other retired.
Technically, no, both of them niggas dead. Technically,
no.
Cap's dead.
When did he die?
Man, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
He was dead.
Yeah, he died. Yeah, he
died.
They was at his funeral.
What? No, that wasn't his funeral. That was the commemoration for the Shield.
I was getting funeral vibes off.
No, because the boy Sam handed over the Shield to the museum.
Mm-hmm.
That was what they were at.
Oh, okay.
That's why Bucky wasn't there. Bucky would have been at Cap funeral. Don't do that.
Okay, alright, yeah, okay.
Don't do that.
That nigga,
that nigga Cap.
How is Cap not dead?
Super soldier serum. You seen
the black guy.
Black dude. He was around since World War II. No ice.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
And he's still around.
That's true.
And he bodied Bucky. He was like that arm.
Also,
I borrowed that.
Also, to recap again, how is the U.S. agent nigga on point like that with super soldiers and he ain't got no serum? He's a regular nigga. I know we said.
No, U.S. agent. I thought he
said that before.
I thought he had. No, he wasn't.
He had no serum.
Yeah,
he's just nice.
He be doing something else, though. I don't like how he look. I don't like the outfit, man.
Well, he's supposed to be a knockoff Captain.
Yeah.
So he ain't gonna look great.
But why you gotta? I don't know, man. Why do you even do that, man? I mean,
that's what they did that in the comics, though. They was just doing with the comics.
I forgot he didn't have any soldier serum. He was
he's just nice.
So is Falcon though. So they up there. Sometimes he don't be the best with hands, but he was never the hands kind of guy.
Falcon not the way that nigga be going.
No, towards the end, he was going crazy, and he got bulky.
Yeah, he is.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, you should watch it.
I watched the first episode a little bit, then I turned it off. Maybe because I don't like how Marvel was just trying to do TV shows now.
Nah, their TV shows is
it's fire. It just, I don't know. I feel like I'm so used to the movies.
It is a lot.
Embracing the fact that I'm gonna see an hour longer that's not 30 minutes. You know
it is a lot to take into when you trying to like just piece everything together. Because you're like, oh shit, but remember what happened in WandaVision? And remember that nigga pulled up in Loki?
Yeah,
you gotta add all that shit up.
I would feel the same way as you if the show quality wasn't
the same.
Yeah, the shows are shot exactly like the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it don't feel wrong.
Feel like you watching the movie.
It basically feel like you getting just a
pieces of a movie.
Yeah.
With intermissions with like 6 or 7.
Where you could decide when you want to finish it and you're not like really losing anything. Yeah. If they were shot like a regular CW action show or like The Flash or some garbage like that, I'd be like, turn that off.
Listen.
What do you
Flash up to season 5 was good.
Yes, Flash up to season 5 was great.
Flash up to season 5 was good. I don't know what the fuck is going on now.
They
There's a
ruined
couple characters that don't need to be there. They're just there just to be there.
Let's not do this.
Yeah,
it's just not CW shows except like All American and what is it? Superman and Lois are pretty.
You told me I gotta check that out. You told me that was fine.
Superman and Lois.
I gotta get on that.
But to travel back real quick,
we were talking about Kendrick.
Yeah, we were talking about how the Avengers. Yeah. But we went a whole way to get to that. But whatever. Baby Keem is up next. I feel like.
Yes, sir.
But also Kendrick announced that he will be releasing his last TDE album. Yeah. Not his last album, period, but his last TDE album. He didn't say when.
He didn't.
Yeah, he didn't say when. No, he just said at some point. The next one is his last TDE album. How are we feeling about that? That
Baby Keem made him retire.
I mean,
no, I'm joking.
After that one, probably so, but I
mean, he heard his verse in comparison. He was like,
Kendrick was like, "Yo, let me do another one." Baby Keem was like, "Nah, nigga, get out the booth, nigga, get out the booth."
He wouldn't let him redo his verse.
Nah, he said, "Nah, get the fuck out the booth."
Do artists do that? From two artists, do y'all let it like?
If it would, depending on whose song it is.
Well, we do a verse.
No, I'm saying like, have you seen that in like creating? Now you don't have to say whether you've done it or, but have you seen in creating like, you get like dude puts down a feature first, right? Mm-hmm. And then he hears the main part of the song, mm-hmm. and he's like, oh, I don't feel like my feature, was it. Let me redo that feature.
Oh, yeah.
I know that's probably happened, but like, whoever song it is got every right to be like, nah, nigga.
You mean from the person that's on the feature, like saying, okay, my verse was that track, let me do it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. In that aspect, I did it a couple times. Like,
you said, let me run back the feature. Yeah. Like I don't want to get 8 on the song.
Yeah, because you do your feature first. Mm-hmm. You'll hear the other dude like, oh shit, you know what? Yeah, because this is not matching to what I'm doing. His energy better. Yeah, let me do this back over again. I did it on a couple PLAX songs before.
Shit, I did not know.
Look, so you said
the first initial song we would write the song.
Oh yeah.
I was like, nah, this ain't going.
Okay, but you was a little younger then. Back then, like those songs never came out because unfortunately Maro's at the time at school to be his computer I guess exploded.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. So all those, it was like 5 songs.
Yeah, deep, bro.
Them joints was gone.
I remember.
That's when I was a very conscious rapper.
You was.
And everything was just very thesaurus and dictionary and all that shit.
It was like a more strict Kendrick, bro.
Yeah. I thought it was so cool too. I was like, I would never make a party song. How dare you?
I don't know, man.
It's stupid.
You got to show me something went crazy.
See, it's like I'm good at making hoodlum party music, so why not do it?
Why not
That was the thought that I had, and now I guess I'm a little bit more diverse than I was.
Yeah, you did a lot of stuff. Technically,
I did bring it back on
a Spanish song.
Some people did not like that.
Really? This
For
Spanish
specific, no.
Spanish Mommy. That was that on a bunch of randoms, right?
Specific, yeah, a bunch of specifically Spanish.
That was got my
people did not
drink.
like that.
Really? They didn't like it?
Wait,
why?
I got a little.
You got a message?
I got a conversation.
Really? Like in person?
In person.
With the Puerto Rican people?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get too into it, but some people did not like that song.
Wait, but can they talk about black people in their songs? Like African Americans? Can they say nigga? I'm just asking these questions. Do the same people that had the conversation with you say
person
nigga?
that came to me and brought
Do
up,
they say nigga? That's all I'm saying. I'm saying like it's like a weird. I'll say this right. There's a lot of diverse minorities out there in terms of culture, like Spanish people, any type of Spanish, whether it be Mexican, Puerto Rican, Dominican, like they're very uprooted in their culture in terms, especially in their household. Like they'll speak their Spanish and they'll have their foods, their certain foods. Obviously, not all things carry over just because they speak just because they speak the same language. Each culture has their own like
stuff,
foods
right.
and stuff like that, right? But they're also. It seems like they've also been inherently ingratiated in black culture. And I'm talking about, when I say black, I'm not talking about skin black, I'm talking about African American culture. Like, you'll see a Dominican or Puerto Rican with waves. Mm-hmm. But then they'll be like, well, waves isn't black. But I'm like, the first dude whoever had waves was an African American dude. Or hip hop in general, like that was started by a black dude. And stuff like that. Like just certain things that it's inherently known to African American, but they'll take it without a second thought because they're like, we're included in that.
See, the only thing I'll say about that is sometimes I'll see. Sometimes Spanish people will be like, "Yeah, we're all the same," and then sometimes they'll be like, "No, we're not like them." You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Like some people will say, "Yes, I understand,"
the thing I'm saying is, you don't get any pushback from us about it. Like I've never seen a black dude be like.
Well, it was a vulgar song. It was a vulgar song
about a specific. You probably had a specific type person in mind.
Yeah,
right?
I wasn't talking about nobody specifically. I was just talking about just a Spanish woman,
which was what she was.
Yeah.
So I don't understand what the conversation could have been because, like I said,
a bunch of randoms actually got a lot of like pushback from people that.
I don't know what other pushback they could have gave me, but just in the terms of that song, if that person says nigga, honestly, they're as long as you didn't say anything that took away from their culture in a way of disrespecting them for being Spanish or anything like that, then any other conversation they could have had of you're portraying Spanish women as this type of thing or you're portraying them as that type of thing. I'm not asking you to go into specifics because obviously the person may see this and
that's how I'm not getting
feel like you're talking about it. But if they still say nigga, then I feel like that kind of depreciates the value of their conversation because I'm like, well then why are you saying that?
Yeah.
Because I don't remember you being on the in the cotton field. I don't remember it being a house slave, a field slave, and then a Spanish slave. Like, well, it could have been on the other side of the world. I don't know what's happening with you, but they wasn't calling you nigga.
Well, Spanish people initiated slavery though.
Yeah, but they were
white Spaniards
were dealing with indigenous people on the Dominican island, with Haitians and Dominicans, which people don't talk about.
Then
that
they
a
was
lot.
like, we can use Africans too.
The Dominican islands were split in two. There was Haitians on one side, Dominican on the other. That's why they got their own beef over there. But that's weird. And then Puerto Rico, like you said, there's a mix of a lot of different things. They weren't being called the ER though.
No, they weren't.
And a lot of the culture. They weren't 1/5 of a person or 1/3 of a person.
No.
They didn't have to deal with like when voting laws were an issue. We had to fight for ours, and because we fought for ours, everybody else kind of was like, I guess them too.
Yeah,
like, it wasn't like a whole big thing of like you're Asian, you can't vote. Like it wasn't really pushing. Like maybe there were stories, but they wasn't really out there like
No, he's right.
It's like the Ku Klux Klan might not like other minorities, but they weren't created just you know,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they was created to fuck with us. Yeah.
For black people
they see us
getting money in the South. Yeah, they'd be like, he's around.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like.
But it's
let's catch his
their priority is kill some NIGGERs.
Yeah.
I get called that a lot on Call of Duty.
Oh my god. Yeah, but I try to be diverse with my music because when I started making music, I was very boom bap and political, which is fine. That's great. Like I enjoy doing that. I got a whole mixtape on SoundCloud called the March EP.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
and
that.
It's the Million Man March.
Yeah, as a
yeah, and all the songs are just very political. And I enjoyed that time.
Make a comeback on Spotify.
Yeah, I don't own the beats.
Oh,
yeah, I don't own the beats.
Then you should re-release the verses on.
I think I should redo them. That's possible. It's possible. I think I do own one of the songs. Because Mara made the beat for one of the songs.
Oh, okay.
So one of the songs I do own, so I could put that on.
But you could do like a whole re-release for
March
February 2020.
Hey, who knows, baby. But I did kind of get back in my, I guess, quote unquote political bag with that song I did with the guy from Belgium.
Oh yeah,
I did. I did get back in my bag for that.
Mr. Worldwide.
Little bit. I gained a couple fans, a couple followers on Instagram. You know, that was cool. Yeah, but I just try to be more diverse because music is more than just politics. Music is just more than parties.
Music is everything.
Music is more than land. Music is everything. So I'm trying to just create what I'm feeling in the moment. I don't mean to offend anybody if I do. I don't know how we got to this.
We were talking about music in general, but yeah, Kendrick's last album.
Yes, that's what we was talking about. Okay. Yeah.
I think he'll branch out into his own stuff like Cole did with Dreamville and stuff.
Wait, so why he leaving TD though?
I thought TD was his anyway. Though.
No, it wasn't. It's Top Dog.
Oh yeah, man. But I thought they all like.
I thought would have been Top Dog Entertainment or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I thought they was all like part owners or some shit like that.
Maybe he has some stake in it, but he just felt like his run in it was over. He might have a part in it, like some bit of ownership, whatever involved, but that doesn't make it his.
As far as release,
yeah, it'd be like
Dreamville is cold.
Yeah, it'd be like if for the R&P sign, the P was bigger than the R, and you own like let's say 70%. Yeah, I own 30. I don't own everything. I own a bit. I own like whatever's that allowed to me, but that doesn't mean I own.
And you
the R&P
will probably want to do your own thing.
Yeah, you only own it if you own majority or equal shares. If you any less than that, you're a part owner, or it's like when Jay-Z owns a part of the Nets.
Yeah, he owns like 2%.
Yeah, he's a part owner of the Nets, but he doesn't own the Nets. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. But I mean, I'm glad. I hope it's not like his last bit of music. He didn't say that.
Yeah. No. I feel like it was worded correct.
Is this the first song that Kendrick dropped in a minute?
Well, this is the first song he's been on. I don't think this counts.
He did do something with Big Sean.
They're not cool.
Was it on the
Not Big Sean.
No.
He did.
Well, they're cool now, but they're not like rap.
It wasn't Big Sean. Like it was something he did hop on somebody else's song
in 2021 or in 2020.
Might have been 2020.
I didn't hear from him.
He did hop on somebody's song, but it wasn't like super popular. I forgot who it was. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. We'll cut this.
Cut.
Oh, Kendrick features only 250 million girls. If you're gonna describe it.
You think I can scrounge up 250,000?
I think you're good. I think you're good for it.
Gambino's the same.
Really?
If you had $1 million to spare, you could get like 2 Kendrick features and 2 Gambino features.
That's a deal.
You probably pop. You just or at least get close.
If they agree.
You trying to get
Yeah, his is 250,000.
It doesn't say what he's done.
That seemed kind of cheap for Kendrick, though, don't it?
Maybe it just depends on
the artist.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah. But hopefully it's not his last little bit of music. I can't wait to hear his next project because my boy Cole kind of up right now.
I will say he is up right now just because he releases music more frequently than Kendrick.
Yeah.
But I will say this, that when Kendrick releases music, it's usually super impactful because like just his list in general, just going from To Pimp a Butterfly, and then you got Damn, but even before Damn or after Damn was the Black Panther.
Oh, he did that shit.
Yeah, the Black Panther album is like that's its own like I might as well call that. I don't even know what to call that.
It's a top tier.
It's a movie soundtrack that's better than most people's albums, and that's kind of crazy. Like you don't get a lot like that, and they all kind of like
flow together.
Yeah, it was like a purposeful project. Not a lot of them even ended up in the movie.
Yeah, it was. How many was it? Like 30 songs or 20?
It was a little less than that. I think maybe 15.
He got paid from that.
Oh yeah, he definitely got paid crazy.
He
definitely got paid.
Well, because that shit went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Did that do numbers like on the charts and shit?
I feel like it did.
I think I heard it did.
Yeah, it was 14 songs.
14 songs?
14 songs, and I think like maybe 5 or 6 of them was in
there.
there.
That did, yeah, right.
Because Oops was in there during the chase scene in Hong Kong, was that? Or was that China, where they was doing the car chase out of the casino?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oops was during that. I feel like the instrumental for King's Dead played somewhere. I think maybe
that was in the trailer. Right?
Yeah, the song with Zachariah, I think, played during the credits. Maybe.
Wasn't a song? It's a song with SZA too. Yeah, all the stars.
Yeah, that played. No, that played during the credits.
Oh, that was a credit joke.
Yeah, okay. all the stars. I think the song with Zachariah played somewhere else. But yeah, this was an amazing.
It was
an amazing soundtrack. But yeah, this did numbers. I wonder if there's any metrics, but we can talk about something else.
But Baby King did eat Kendrick up a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm still excited to see.
I'm excited. Poets or Kenny?
He do. I mean, maybe he should have King hop on one of his joints on his next project and show him what's really good. Like
King part of TD too, right?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. But honestly, besides like SZA, none of them niggas really be like
dropping.
Yeah, like they just all lazy. They just so lazy. Like Isaiah Rashad just dropped. I know he just dropped, but he with Columbia. I guess that's fine.
Yeah.
No, Atlantic. That's who. Angel hated Atlantic Records because they be they be doing Lupe Fiasco dirty or they.
Oh yeah, well, Angel always thinks someone's doing Lupe dirty when it's really just Lupe being Lupe.
No, they was telling him stop doing that like political shit, but that's his music.
Yeah, I could see that being a reason not to like him, but everything else, like if you talk about like his frequency and dropping and everything like that, Lupe could get out of there. Unless he was like.
Well, I think he's done now.
Yeah, I'm about to say because unless Lupe signed like a 15 album deal, he's been done with them.
Yeah, he's done now.
If he's still over there, that's because he re-signed.
Yeah, no, he definitely was done because that's how he was able to drop his last 2 albums. Because those was like those.
This is why I want to say independent, man.
Yeah, I mean it's tough, but it's your best bet, really.
Best bet, man.
Because can't nobody tell you when you can or can't drop.
What can you drop? What can't you drop?
Like I was supposed to drop a project this past August, and I chose not to.
Because you wanted to.
Yeah, because I just didn't want to anymore. But I did drop a single with my boy VAD.
Honest. I seen that was going around.
Yeah, it was doing
on the social medias.
Yeah, I can't even check the numbers on that joint because it's part of your joint.
You can't. We got the first 3 days. We got 25 listens. I don't know after that. The first 2 days we got 25 listens.
It's gonna look through your Gmail and tell you.
I do got a little surprise too that I did for Anna specifically, but I'm waiting on the actual like feedback before I actually talk about it. Gotcha. Once I get it, I will send it to you, and then I'll post it on social media, and you guys will see as well. Hopefully that come through soon.
All streaming platforms.
Yeah, all streaming platforms. I've been talking about my music a lot on this episode. I don't really like it. We talked about.
Oh, that was just controversial. Yes, but I feel like that's solid.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that people like my music, but I am taking a bit of a break. This was my last drop for a while.
Hey.
Besides features, I am doing features for people.
How much you charge for a feature?
I don't know yet. Honestly, I don't know yet. I'm not charging for features until like next year, because I feel like I've done enough at this point that I can charge.
Yeah, you can charge a little bit.
But for now, I'm not charging nobody right now.
It's just if you feel like the song is nice.
Yeah, you can get.
You heard that? You get PLAX for free.
Yeah, until January 1st. January 1st, it'll probably be like $200.
Don't miss out on it, because remember when
I might post that. Marlo said that. Remember, he said, "I'm done doing free."
Yeah, well, Marlo was doing cheap beats when he was Esco. Like, he was doing cheap beats, and like he had some beats that was hitting. And then boys wasn't taking advantage, or they were still trying to get
them. And then the prices went up.
And then now the prices went up because he going crazy, his equipment going crazy. Like he just, it's all coming together. And now boys is like, could you please swing?
Yeah, like no, it's too late. You had your chance. Yeah, you had your chance.
He still I still got a link with him so he can make something for the podcast.
But yeah,
outro.
As Rick said, you can get a free PLAX.
Free PLAX.
You get a free PLAX feature up until January 1st. So definitely cash it first. Definitely cash it on. Except for my boy Bob. Bob would get it for free because that's my man's. But yeah, we always link up and do shit.
So Steve, what if when you start doing paid features, they'd be like, yeah, here's the feature. You pull it to the studio, record, and they got like pizzas, sodas, and everything for you. Did they get free?
No.
They treated you well.
No. You know why? Because I do that for people all the time. Yeah, I do. Like every time I do an event or anything of that nature, I got pizza, some type of food, refreshments, all that. So
you smell that shit before you get to the
yeah, fact. So I'm not.
I forgot you like that.
Yeah, I do that. Even though people have told me I probably shouldn't, but I feel like if you ask people to do work for you, you should at least like accommodate them.
I feel like because you do that, you get a lot of love.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's true.
So,
that's true.
Exactly.
But you should. If people are working for you, you should accommodate them in some form or fashion.
You'll be a good boss.
That's the plan.
If you got a company, people will work with you.
That's the plan. And you know where that come from? That come
Fridays. What?
That come from working at places that treat hard workers like shit.
Yeah.
I busted my ass in numerous places and got little to nothing. Yeah, so I definitely appreciate hard work or just any work. I understand people come to work and they don't want to. You don't always want to give 110. You can be having a bad day. You can be tired, whatever. You can have 10 kids and you like, bro, I'm just not feeling it today. But just coming to work and doing your job for somebody else deserves accommodation of some sort, something. And not a fucking pizza party once every 6 months. That's not what I'm talking about.
PLAX said he doing pizza parties every Friday, y'all.
Maybe not every Friday, but more frequently. More frequently than once every 6 months. Let's say that. Damn.
Pizza party?
Have we?
I've never had one.
Your job never did. Well, we do factory shit.
So.
Okay, yeah. And I'm like full-time.
So you there every day.
Yeah.
They be throwing like pizza pockets in the freezer for like when they're on lunch.
Pizza pocket? That's
like
I wish a nigga would give me a fucking pizza pocket.
Well, they're not saying like here you have to take one. I'm saying if you didn't bring a lunch.
Oh, they'll hook you up. Okay, that's cool.
Hot pockets and like ice cream sandwiches in there and stuff like that.
Oh, that's nice. Actually, might make a switch real quick.
When I'm working, because I don't, like I said, I'm just driving around all day. So I don't work in a factory or like, like in the building. So I gotta scavenge for my food, bro.
You gotta eat when you can. Corner store somewhere.
You don't open the glove compartment. There's just a bag of chips and water in there for you.
Got a sub, got a steak sub in there.
That'd be a whole sub in a glove. That would be crazy.
Got the bev in there too.
That would be.
It come with compartments in it.
Right.
What if you don't open it? That's so nasty.
Oh, what if you forget? This shit could smell like a steak, bro.
Smelling this
steak and cheese, bro. Don't have no shirties in your shit either. It's over with.
I be having shirties in my shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You not supposed to have those.
Well, I don't think you should say that.
Well, okay. I hope I remember. Yeah, he didn't say where he worked at. He did not say where he worked.
I keep it on the low. I gotta call tomorrow morning, so.
I heard from the R&P podcast you be fine.
Oh, you listen
on the clock.
I listen too.
I never said that. I don't know what. Hey, you supposed to cut it off anyway.
But I'm like, oh, you listen to my people? So that's crazy.
Crazy. Yeah,
right.
That's nuts. I'm not supposed to do that, but I do.
Oh,
that's
God.
crazy.
But I get caught, but I didn't know I wasn't supposed to do that.
I was on break. I was on break, sir.
I wasn't on the clock.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. We've done a lot of talking about a lot of different stuff. We're going to go into the next topic. We have not talked about pretty much any topic.
It always happens like that.
But good vibes, so we have a great time.
Yeah, Kanye dropped music.
Kanye did drop music. I did not listen.
26, 28.
It was good. It was good, man.
I listened to 3 of the songs. They were good.
Confused the fuck out of me, man.
It's just black.
Exactly. I thought my Apple was messed up.
You thought it was loaded?
I was going through other people. I'm like, okay, picture here. I know he didn't put up a picture here, picture here. Don't say picture here. Okay. I go to his tape, it's all black. I'm like, so is this thing messed up or is it?
Yeah.
Because I thought he was gonna go with something else at first.
He didn't want to. He actually the label dropped it.
Well, that's what he's saying.
Well, that's what he said. That's
what he's saying, right? He's saying the label dropped it, which is.
Well, how? If he got the shit,
well, this is my thing, right? If Kanye didn't want something to be dropped and it got dropped, it would have been off 2 seconds later.
Yeah, they had a problem.
It would have been gone. Like we wouldn't still be listening to it today.
Well, it depends on what his contract looking like too, though.
After the whole him saying like they got me in a vice whole contract wise and all that stuff. Right. And he still is making music. Like he could just have not dropped anything and just been in that contract for whatever because
they just let
they don't put time on it. Yeah, they don't.
Unless he had a number of albums he had to do.
Even then, yeah.
But I feel like because he Kanye, I feel like he don't got contracts. Like
I feel like and
plus he's wrong. But
and plus he's making all that money from Yeezys and stuff like that. He could be doing a bunch of other stuff to occupy his time if that was the case of where he didn't want to be doing music.
Right.
Now I listened to literally a few, like 3 of the songs.
I listened to one song.
They were good. Like,
I listened to more songs than y'all.
Yeah, they was good. They was good. I'm being completely honest. I haven't always been the biggest Kanye fan. I respect him. I know he's nice and shit like that, but I just wasn't into it like that.
I like Kanye because he says what's on his mind, and people call him crazy, but the stuff he be saying, it be stuff that just people don't understand, man. It's just,
I think me and you talked about this before. Yeah. He has an issue articulating properly.
But that's where I call cap.
You think it's cap?
Because he makes music. So he knows what he be saying.
Yeah.
He be wanting to say it the way he says it. But
exactly. You know what he's talking about.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, okay. I mean, saying it in a way that other people can consume what he's saying.
He does that with music.
But is that, but then again, Kanye, you understand, Kanye is going through stuff that we don't even know. Like his label, like that's why he was been quiet for a minute. And that whole breakdown on stage he had wasn't a breakdown. He was. I mean, my opinion. I mean, people don't gotta agree. It's whatever. But you know what I'm saying. But I feel him because when he was talking about radio, he wasn't talking about just radio. He was talking about just everything, the label,
industry. And shit like that. Yeah.
And like he said, they pick and choose what goes on the radio. They pick and choose what people hear. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he's saying that because he know what they're doing. He know a lot of things, and the media, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's been in the industry a long time.
He's been in the industry a long time, and the media just they went wrong about the situation on stage that happened. That's just going back in the day.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Kanye West, he's so much understood as a rapper and as an artist, and that you know what I'm saying. People don't give him his credit. I mean, people give him his credit, but people just call him crazy. But that's his art, man.
And I think that's an issue with society too. Like a lot of times society just write people off.
They read people wrong.
Just because it might not sound right in the moment or whatever, they just write people off as crazy and then just send them away.
I bet you mad people in the industry that heard what he was saying agree, but just can't say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Another person, to digress a little bit, China and McClain, like she's another. I surprisingly, like she talks her shit about stuff. Maybe that's why she don't get as many roles as she used to.
She doesn't get as many roles because she just don't be going for them.
Man, it could be that too. But I've just seen her on YouTube and TikTok and stuff like that, like talking about the industry, saying stuff that could possibly get her in trouble if it's true. Like if that shit that she's saying is true, she could get in trouble for outing people like that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I've seen her say I've seen at least 3 videos of her talking her shit basically. So and I feel like people even in her comments they're like, oh you just mad you're not getting roles or shit like that. It's like nah, I'm listening to Shorty. She don't sound like that.
Nah, she just talking.
She's just telling what it is.
She's telling the tea, man. She's telling the tea.
But Drizzy is dropping Certified Lover Boy. Probably by the time this come out, it'll be out by then.
Yeah.
This Friday, right?
Friday.
Yeah, it should be dropping this Friday. But by the time this episode come out, it'll be like 2 weeks from now.
I want to say one more thing. Oh, my bad, man. I want to say.
Go ahead.
I want to say one more thing about Kanye and his album. Now I listened to most of this. I mean, y'all this year. What songs did you listen to?
The first 3. After the intro, the intro, the first 3.
The intro, and I didn't like that. I mean, that chant was just.
It was just weird.
I was waiting for the beat to drop.
Yeah, the chant was the album is about his mother or connected
that's
to his
what I mean,
mother.
right, Donda?
Yeah, that's his mom.
That's his mom thing.
Oh,
yeah, that's his mom thing.
Okay,
so I don't mean no disrespect in that. It just the chant was weird to me. And
I didn't get it. Now that I know his mom, I get it now.
Yeah, but it's connected to his mom, so obviously it was probably like something like that.
That's what makes him so creative. He can make a song. Listen, this dude can make a song without saying nothing. And most of the songs he had on there was not him. It was other
features
people. It was just
shit,
features and therefore a song being put on the tape.
Mm-hmm.
That's creative. And on top of that, he didn't put no features on the list.
He did. It's just
You gotta find out. I didn't even know Lil Baby was on that one song until I heard his voice. I'm like.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people doing that now too, though. I don't know why, but
I kind of like it. I don't know. It's kind of like a mystery.
It do give you a surprise, like if you like is that Cole?
Right. They like,
is that Gambino on that motherfucker? God damn.
And what's his name? Look up the song. The one with Young Thug. Damn, I forgot the name. See, I hate that. I kind of hate it too.
It's a lot of songs on that project, so it's tough to
kind of like But I gotta shout this one song out because this the one today. Mm-hmm. Had me going through the whole word. After I listened to your podcast earlier today, I was listening to that. The one song was on repeat. What is it called? And Young Nudie too. He got a message about too. Shout out Young Nudie. I don't know.
Young Nudie's pretty good too. I like his music a little bit.
What's that song? Remote Control.
I heard that was fire. Somebody said that was fire. I didn't hear that.
That song was beautiful.
Only song I listened to was Believe When I Say. I think
that's what I got.
Yeah, people said Remote Control was fire.
After the first 3 songs, the tape was getting fired. I ain't gonna hold you.
So I stopped right before I started getting nice. Okay.
But now after Kanye and Drake were having their whole like, you about to drop, I'm about to drop, I want to drop the same. Well, Drake was trying to drop the same day Kanye did on some old dickhead shit. And Kanye was like, we like he kept weaving them. To get him to stop or whatever. And after they've been doing their whole thing, I'm just like, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna listen because I like music, but I'm just not rushing to listen. Like the only reason I even heard that Believe What I Say is because boy Del was like he really liked it, and I was like, I'll just scroll right to it and listen. And I was like, okay, it's okay.
I feel like maybe because I'd say I listen to Drizzy more than I listen to Kanye, but I feel like Certified Lover Boy probably gonna be better.
I hope it's garbage.
He gonna have more.
You hope it's garbage. Why do you hope it's garbage?
I just hope it's garbage.
Why? You want Drizzy to be brought down a notch?
I just after the whole like
him trying to finesse Kanye and shit.
That, but first of all, him saying he was going to release the album in January and then not releasing it because he hurt his leg, even though the album was already completed, because he said, "I want to be out there enjoying the music with y'all."
Right.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Like it's in January.
He probably trying to have parties and everything.
even if that's the case, if Drizzy dropped music in January, it's still gonna
pop all year.
Yeah, it's gonna pop all year, and parties wouldn't have been happening in January. It would have been when it's happening now, when he's gonna release it now, which is what I feel like he wanted to do, was release it around the time
the pandemic
would be outside, and his music would get the most play. And at that point, just say that. Don't be like, I hurt my leg.
He should have just been like, yo, I'm waiting to this pandemic. Say that shit. The pandemic is over, and then I got y'all. Finger guns.
And this is the thing. If he really did feel that way, I can't really prove it, but it just feels like all this is a weird coincidence that
it's a dick swinging contest. It's trying to be it's a competition. They trying to flex who's better and all that shit. When at the end of the day. Well, maybe it matters. Honestly, it don't matter to them because Kanye's a billionaire.
They're still gonna get.
And Drizzy's pretty much close. Like he halfway there, basically.
They still gonna get the same listens that they were gonna get. It's just who's gonna get them first. It's basically
right. And it's just like
who's gonna have week 1 number 1 when they have the album out.
Right. And it's like both y'all niggas. If y'all stop making music today, you good. So I don't see where maybe it's the same thing as basketball. Sometimes niggas they know I'm an all-star and shit like that, but I gotta prove this nigga to this nigga right here that I'm an all-star. Maybe that's what it is. But I mean,
drop the music, man.
Yeah, basically.
Drop the music, man.
Basically,
that's what I am saying. That's my only problem with all of it. It's just
songs, man.
They stop fucking around and shit. But I think Drizzy gonna have his bops on there. You know how he do. He gonna have his Quint Miller joints on there.
It's gonna be like a more
Quint go crazy.
Does he still use Quint Miller after the whole?
I don't see why not. Why stop something that's been working?
Isn't Quint Miller missing an arm?
What the fuck?
Is he?
I thought he got into an accident.
Oh damn.
This was a while ago.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing something like that. Damn. That's because he told Pusha T that shit.
No, he didn't tell me. 40 did. Well, 40 told a woman that he shouldn't have been telling what was happening with Drake and his family and all that.
They gotta turn their air conditioner on. It was too fucking hot.
It was he missing a leg.
Oh, he missing a leg. That don't stop you from writing songs, but they churn them motherfuckers up. You ain't doing nothing else.
Having a nigga in a wheelchair in the abode, that leg don't stop nothing, nigga.
Churn them out. Now you not going nowhere, so you might as well churn them motherfuckers
We're gonna go to the club. You gonna be wheeling and dealing? I need my verses.
I need 50 songs by Friday, motherfucker.
But it's Wednesday.
I need 50 songs. 40 spit on that nigga.
I don't think 40's in any condition to be.
Yeah, 40. That should probably make Quentin sick. Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay.
40 isn't
I'm
contagious.
sorry. God,
that's crazy.
Come on, Steve. Come on, man. Be better than that.
I mean, it was that easy to say.
Bitch, you know it's me. It's King VAD, and I made this beat.
Yeah, guys, we took a little break, but we back. We'll go right back at it. I want to before we get into that, I want to get into this question real quick. If you had superpowers, would you be a hero or a villain? And to add a little razzle dazzle in there, what powers would you want? What powers would you want?
Shit. Okay.
We'll
crazy
go
thing is,
we'll go by Rick, then I'll go last.
Okay, crazy thing is, this conversation right here is a conversation I always be having with my mans and shit, right?
Okay.
So, the power I would choose will be the power to teleport. I say that right now because who fucking with somebody to teleport? Think about it. Think about it.
Right.
You got not calling them. They didn't get whooped before, but that's because their mind was different than mine. Think about it.
Right.
I'm about to be all this hell with that. Bro,
Excuse me, you gonna train your shit?
You can train your mind and think about
train
it.
your shit crazy?
You could really be doing some Spider-Man shit with that shit, dog. You could really teleport to a high-ass place before you fall, teleport right down to the ground. Whoop somebody else, teleport back up to the place. You could be a raw-ass assassin.
Rick did. I remember Rick. I believe it was in high school. You was like, you was like, you would take a mediocre power and train it to the point of not saying, teleportation, not mediocre. That's not what I'm saying. Rick, I forgot what it was, but you said you would take a mediocre power and turn it into something crazy.
Yeah, in essence, you can make most like if you had a power, right? It takes training to make it into a superpower. Like,
you gotta turn that shit to a level
something
1
crazy.
To 100. Yeah,
something
you can max that shit out.
You just gotta like learn its limits and all of its little things.
Work and see if you can exceed that and make it better.
Yeah.
But that
teleportation.
What made you pick teleportation though?
Because. Well, I would say Nightcrawler because I was watching X-Men a while ago. You know the first ones from like 2002.
The early joints.
The good ones. That nigga Nightcrawler would eat him. And then the shit that you could just do being teleport, like, be here, be there. Without, you know what I'm saying? Without having without real effort to, because if you want to have super speed, you can run, but with teleportation, you could be like, I could be like this, vanish. Without
and be wherever the fuck you want
to be and whip some ass. Like, unless somebody got some wild powers like Spider-Man, then that would be the crazy thing, because he could kind of like know where I'm coming. So
Spidey sense,
that's the only thing. But I would take that with some Spidey sense, because that would work. Because then, if you find somebody over here, you can feel somebody hitting you back.
Spidey sense with the teleportation is kind of crazy.
Ain't no one fucking with that.
That's kind of crazy.
Especially with a weapon, you have a knife on you.
Oh, that's kind of crazy.
Real quick.
The Spidey sense of teleportation, you might be a little crazy. Now, would you be a hero, a villain, or an anti-hero?
I'll be an anti-hero. Okay. I wouldn't say hero or villain because, one, I wouldn't feel like, especially if the superpowers is real, right? And everybody got superpowers.
Or majority of people. We won't say everybody.
Not everybody, majority. Yeah. You got some people who do, got some people who don't. I feel like some battles I just want to fight because, one, it's not my business. Two,
I'm gonna piggyback on that one. Yeah, go ahead.
Two,
he's right there. That's facts.
I would use my powers for me.
Man's got whole abilities. This is just not me.
Now, if it's like a life threatening, like, okay, like, if like somebody, it's like an evil ass nigga and he's trying to defeat the whole entire world, I'll step in.
We got justice, nigga.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not dying. I want to die.
If like Chicago was on the line, like this man was about to destroy all of Chicago, even though you could be in Chicago in a split second, you just like.
They're like, where's teleportation, man? You walked in.
I'm walking in after everything happened, like, yo, what the fuck would you like? Like, I'll give you burger, bro.
Right, you got food and shit. You like, bro, I don't know, bro.
You got strong man over there. What y'all need me for, bro? He already live in Chicago. He's seen everything happening.
Like,
nigga, I'm in Buffalo. I'm not hearing about this,
man. We're waiting for teleportation man to show up and save the day, but he just never came.
He had the Alpha Tower eating some pizza. Like,
you like, damn. You like, bro, I didn't even have my phone on me. That's crazy.
Well, we called you. We called your mom. Hey, I didn't have my phone.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
I ain't got telekinesis. I got teleportation.
Right, yeah. I
can't know everything.
That was the funniest. All that was just the funniest shit ever, dude. That was
great. Fights ain't just box.
So,
I use it for me, man. My family, protect everybody. Like I'm saying.
Right. Make sure your people's straight.
Yeah, that's really what I use. I'll be exactly how I am now, full powers. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
like some shit was happening in front of me, of course, where I can't do nothing. Yeah. I mean, while I could do something that's right in front of my eyes.
Like, okay, how about like an old lady getting robbed?
I'll help her. Cause that's just general. I mean, I'm just a good guy.
That's just general.
So I guess I will be a hero, but I won't be there for every single occasion. Like, I'll be just like
friendly neighborhood.
Yeah, I'll be just like
teleportation
guy.
Who can travel the world no matter what. But I only deal with this area.
Exactly.
I can teleport anywhere, but I just deal with this.
They're like, there's something going on in Afghanistan. You like, bro, that's a lot of energy.
I can't even go over there.
You like, that's a lot of energy to go from there. They like, bro, you'll be there in a second. He's like, yeah, but it still takes energy for me to get here.
Exactly. We read the comics.
Right.
You don't thrive off energy, guy. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know my life.
You start arguing with the guys, like, you don't know my life. Hey, no, I don't even want you. I'm called strong man.
I ain't strong man everywhere. He's just everywhere.
That's his man. Strong man.
He come for the assist.
He do the cleanup. Strong man cleanup. When teleportation man don't want to do it.
Well, you can pick up the beer. I can't.
He called him, he be like, bro, they talking about, they want me to help. I'm not trying to do this shit. I'll take you there, but I'm not trying to fight nobody.
Right.
That's terrible. That's so bad.
It's the whole Legion of Doom down there. I'm not trying to fight all the niggas today.
God damn, Storm. Who the fuck's wrong, man?
Okay.
I'm always doing this.
So Rick, what about you, sir? If you got powers right now, would you be a hero or a villain or anti-hero? And what powers would you have?
I'd probably be I would think of myself as a hero, but you know, I don't want no returning villains, so I'd probably be an anti-hero.
Because you gotta off the nigga.
Yeah.
Well, would you off like every villain you had, or just depending on what type of time?
If it's a villain with abilities, you're going in the dirt.
You got to.
Off rip, it don't matter what they do. What if that's
that's
just like robbing banks and shit though?
But what if I stop them and now they're like, I'll swear vengeance on you. And I'm like,
Start trying to come after your family.
I don't like vengeance.
Yeah.
So I probably end up being the anti-hero. Abilities wise, probably like something to do with gravity.
The force, yeah.
That's kind
That would be my second one.
Any natural like law in the world is just nice to
Anything.
mess with. Yeah.
Because that shit's just there. Like you ain't gonna never run out of gravity or whatever.
And you can mimic a lot of abilities like that. Like you can stand on walls with gravity. You can be fake Spider-Man. You can lift and push some stuff. So you can do
make it seem like you're super strong. You're not.
Yeah, but you're not.
You can just manipulate it in. You throw it, and you change the gravity and fucking drop on the nigga.
That's crazy.
I can have anything to be a weapon. I can use a little marble.
Make that shit
Make
happen.
it float over a nigga. And then now it's
That's actually
throw
kinda
a
sweet.
marble at a nigga.
That's
and
actually
go
kind of
through
sweet
it.
right there.
Oh my god.
You can do that whatever if
That's
you
a
put
lot
enough
of
effort
shit you
into
can
it.
Niggas shooting at you, you could just make their bullets be nothing.
Well, yeah, just drop them to the ground or put them in that.
Or just turn them around.
Yeah.
But you like, guys, come on. Just turn them over.
I kind of take mine back. I don't know.
No, your shit was fired, you know.
It's fire, but that kind of
you got a lot of applications when it comes to gravity.
you got a lot of
yeah. But no, yeah, gravity and I'd probably end up being the anti-hero because it's just like, I don't do returns. Like, I don't do round twos. Like, if I got you the first half, that's it. Like,
we was talking about. I think it was on Facebook. We was talking about. I just made a comment. No, it was something from a comic that Joker shot Commissioner Gordon's wife in the head at an orphanage in front of a whole bunch of kids and left her there.
Crazy out loud.
Yeah, and left her there, and left her and the kids there, and just dipped. And Batman just threw him back at Arkham. And my quote was, "Batman is a villain. I don't care."
He's just perpetuating violence. Like after Joker has killed 5 people, he gotta go to the dirt. Like,
I think 3 is like too much.
What happened to the death penalty in comics, man?
That's what I'm saying. If I was imagine being a regular nigga, right, that just like murdered a couple people or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna get the death penalty." You like, the nigga Joker still alive?
I'll be fighting for my life.
Yeah, I'm like, no, bro, no. If you gonna kill me, kill that nigga too. And Riddler, and Penguin, and all these niggas.
I've always lined up.
You're not killing me until you kill them niggas. And then once you kill them niggas, fine. You can kill me if you want to. But you're not killing me and these niggas still walking around free in Arkham when they can just walk out the front door like they do every week.
And then the guards got no powers. You know, they get slayed every time.
That's the other thing. Arkham Asylum, I know it doesn't exist, but I'm going to look at the camera and talk to Arkham Asylum. Why the fuck do none of your security guards have powers? It's just a bunch of regular niggas that can get folded at any moment.
Well, that's because they need returning villains. Like if they just had Justice League employees watching.
It don't even gotta be the league. You can have Rubber Bandman in that motherfucker.
First of all, man, don't talk ill of Rubber Bandman.
My bad.
Rubber Bandman is the GOAT.
I'm just saying you can have like C-list niggas in there. So at least
Rubber Bandman over there fighting the living embodiment of darkness. He can't be watching Arkham. Like Ebon, that nigga dangerous. Even though in the show they make him not dangerous, but like
a nigga that can manipulate. He's not manipulate. He is a shadow. Yeah, he's fucking darkness.
He's a little racist.
How the fuck you beat that nigga then?
You really can't.
Well,
static is
light hurts him.
Yeah, light hurts him.
Which is why he's always in the dark. Like large quantities of light.
But at night,
at night he's everywhere.
So So I seen a movie Lights Out, right? Remember that movie Lights Out? It's a horror movie. And
I heard about it.
Yeah, it can only travel in darkness.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
That's basically him, but he travels through shadows and shit.
Yeah, like he can. It's
you
not,
never seen Static Shock?
I seen it, but I don't remember all the characters.
Oh yeah,
it was the black
rewatch it
nigga with no face and cornrows.
Yeah, he just that nigga, the purple with the purple.
Okay, we're
racist.
Yeah.
He was so black. He was purple.
Purple outline and cornrow.
And you still do he had
He
cornrows.
everything.
That shit made
And he
no
had
sense.
a bubble coat.
And he had a bubble coat and some cargos.
The bubble coat and cargos was unnecessary. That was when it got too far.
You can tell he's a black dude.
Yeah, like really a bubble coat, bro. Like, come on now, like that's too.
The fact that he had any clothes in general, he could have just been a darkness nigga. Like that would have been.
Yeah, he didn't.
He could have just been a dark
Purple bubble coat. The fucking Tim. Did he have Tim?
Yes, he had boots.
Oh my god.
He's a New York nigga, bro.
They was in Dakota.
Bro, they wasn't even in New York.
They didn't have
That's something. It was the embodiment of like New York City and Chirac and all that shit.
But
It was
in
fucking Dakota.
Like they had skyscrapers in a large city with static. Dakota not built like that.
And we come wrong for all our fans that are
Dakota's not built like
please
that.
comment
I'm
down
not
below.
wrong. I know
And tell
Dakota's not
Rick.
built. I'm looking at the camera as I said it. Dakota is not built like that. There's no way you're gonna convince me that Dakota
Tell
is
Rick.
built the
Listen,
same way.
if you from Dakota, tell Rick.
Bro, they would
Stop
destroy
talking crazy,
buildings.
yeah,
They would destroy buildings every week. And there would still be buildings in Dakota. Dakota probably has as many buildings as Buffalo does. One of them skyscrapers going, that's like half our cityscape right there. Like,
If you take away City Hall, we probably it's getting a little scary.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
bro, it turned into a field again.
Yeah.
It'd be suburbs in the middle of downtown.
If you
Like,
knock down City Hall, it might be a little.
or that
scary.
one tower that turns like red, white, and blue around 4th of July. You
Yeah,
know,
that
that one
one,
color
yeah.
joint.
Yeah, so that's 2. We alright. We got 2. And the hotels, I guess, count, right?
Oh, yeah, he's a pretty
Nah,
tall.
but Dakota not built like that.
No, okay. In comparison to Teleportation Man here and the Gravity Kid here,
It's a terrible day for a 23-year-old.
you got listen, because you got your powers young, and they just haven't changed it yet. They ain't changed it yet.
I'm still without it. Still don't got it.
You didn't get them on the 21st?
Nah. Well, I got an ability on the 21st.
We didn't talk about that, did we?
No.
Oh, we'll get to it. Mine is kind of trash. I would have super speed because the Flash is my favorite character.
Oh, really?
And ain't that funny? And I wouldn't want to lose weight though.
You just want to be a big
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose no type of weight. I want to look how I look right now.
Like, this nigga not fast. We got to.
Yeah, like they like, well, what part of you got, you fat bitch? And I just start running fast as shit.
Nah, see, I don't want to deal with speed because then you got to deal with potential time travels.
You could accidentally.
Yeah, and then
you run. You like, is this 98? You start looking around.
See, as a black man, time travel is not for you.
Yeah, that is.
You can only go in the future.
Yeah.
They like
Going back in the past is dangerous.
They like, PLAX, we need you to run back in time. I'm like, oh, fire. They're like, 1960.
You got, as a black man, you can only go back from
maybe
2021 to 1990. You cannot go 80s. Crack?
Yeah.
Crack
You're gonna come back
epidemic.
as a crackhead, bro.
But you
You would know what crack
You're gonna come back
does.
skinny
He
as hell,
would've
bro.
yeah, I'm not doing crack. No, I don't think we would do.
Why would he go back in time to do crack? He can do crack now. It would be
But
better
the
than
80s
crack.
was the good shit.
No, it wasn't. The 80s was the bad shit. Now crack is more scientifically purified. You would have had that dirty crack.
Yeah, early.
You
You can't even really. You could only go back to like 97. Cause niggas was still getting their ass beat on the street, which they do now too.
Yeah, but you would have had a lot.
You got more fun. You got more fun.
What, in the 90s?
In the 90s. If they were beating you up in the 90s, you got superpowers. You could do what you want to these niggas.
Yeah,
but he would have been setting up every other black person for
yeah, because then if you do it then I'm like, oh, these niggas got goddamn.
They got power.
And then by the time you get back to your present day, it's whole new laws and shit.
Right.
So maybe
any black person exhibiting extraterrestrial abilities must be
Getting off
confined. Must be confined in the blackout center, and they send us out over on the other side of the world as soldiers.
I would do my best to not run back in time or fuck up any type of time.
Well, even and fuck time. What if you end up messing up and traveling through space too? End up in a different dimension. Remember he did that too in the Flash. Ended up in the Supergirl world. You should just stay there, honestly.
You got mad fuck.
It is less shit in Supergirls where it's just less shit. Everything. I feel like it just feels so great. Like for the Flash to be so like bright, his world is so fucking grim. Like. His best friend is a god now, I think.
Really? What, Arrow?
Fucking Arrow.
Yeah.
Like, his world is just so grim. His parent, his mom got murdered. His dad in jail for it.
At the end of Arrow, right? Did you finished Arrow, didn't you? Or no?
No.
Did you finish it?
Honestly, I just know everything about Arrow from Marvel.
Like
he poked me out a lot. Yeah, he poked me out a lot.
I just remember, right, that he dies, and he has a daughter that grows up without him, and then that comes back in time and beats him, and then he dies and becomes the Spectre or whatever he is, some thing. Does that still happen? Because her future was kind of garbage. Like, niggas was on the run. The government was like controlling everything.
I don't know.
Did he stop all that from happening? Like, technically, none of that stuff can happen now that they're all fused under one world.
Right.
So I guess it's a better situation. Because I ain't gonna hold you. If it was still like that, he died.
You know they got a new arc. They got a new arc coming called Armageddon. I don't know what. The world's ended already 4 or 5 times.
Multiple worlds have ended.
And
now they're in one world.
Why do I feel like every comic book, and when the world ends, there's no possible way out except for like one? It's always like that.
There's always one way.
It's that tension.
Yeah.
Yeah, build tension to see if they actually do it, which you assume they are going to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I like to write stories where the ending isn't happy. Mm-hmm. Everyone dies.
Yeah, every comic that they do.
Shakespeare, yeah.
Every comic that they do, this is the last chance type thing. There's always another way. If they miss it.
Yeah, but I would do my best to not run into other dimensions or run back in time or in the future or fuck anything up. But I would be a anti-hero, partially because of what Bob was saying. Some shit is not my business. Like, I am an American citizen, but I'm not going to other countries to fight and shit under the American banner. I'm just not doing it. They're like, oh, we're invading Poland because they did this. I'm not doing that.
I don't even know why the Avengers be doing that shit.
Yeah, the Avengers be fighting. I'm not fighting other countries and shit, bro. First of all, I'm black. Y'all don't even fuck with me for real.
That's what I'm saying.
So what I'm gonna go? Shout out to Muhammad Ali. Y'all don't even fuck with me. So what I'm gonna go someplace else and fuck with somebody under your name? Use my powers. They're like, it was this fast fat motherfucker just beating the shit out of me.
Crazy.
Like no, I'm not about to do that, bro. I'm not doing that, and that's part of the reason why I think I'd be an anti-hero. Or by society standards, I'd be an anti-hero.
Can I add one more thing to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, I got something for y'all. Now, would y'all have a costume? Or would y'all just go in y'all regular clothes?
Depends on what's comfortable.
I would probably have like some like protective fit, but I'm not going like costume. Yeah, maybe some mask, some body armor.
I'll probably come with
some gear.
I'll probably come with a ski mask and that's just
Teleportation, man, with the ski mask. Oh my
before
god.
you die, I shit my eyes and shit. Like,
Oh my god.
That sounds
okay, I wouldn't go ski mask.
Yeah, that sounds dangerous.
I would try to because I would have to have some sort of suit of some kind because the speed and shit, you don't want your suit to burn up.
Yes.
But I would go for the most comfortable fit possible. Whatever got me feeling comfortable and I'm not chafing or not feel tight or no shit like that. Because I know some of them niggas, like if superheroes are real, some of them niggas is uncomfortable.
I know that.
There's no way
you know Superman's mad uncomfortable right now, bro.
Yeah.
That's why he take off like that, bro.
He got the drawers over his shit. He probably got drawers on under his
That's
shit.
what I'm saying. My boy heated right now.
Fucking I know Batman uncomfortable in that fucking suit, bro.
It depends on which suit.
Don't he got air conditioning in that motherfucker?
Air conditioner, my boy.
Or like, don't he got some type of like cooling system?
Yeah, he has a
and
cooling
shit?
system in there. It's not
Iron Man is a nigga with air conditioning and shit.
Yes, he probably
Yeah,
You gotta have air conditioning.
Yeah, he got air conditioning and shit.
I'll be passing out being Iron Man. Right now.
He still be sweating though in that motherfucker. He shouldn't be sweating.
That shit funny.
We found a Marvel loophole. Why is that nigga sweating when he got air conditioning in the suit?
He is fighting though.
Yeah,
The
adrenaline.
tension,
Adrenaline
Making
causes
him
you to
sweat, okay.
regardless of whether
Okay.
you're hot or cold. You could be
Alright, Marvel.
in the winter. If a
Almost
bear
got you.
running down on you,
You gonna start
sweat.
saying, yeah, that's a fact. You right. That's a fact.
But would you want to be in a mechanical suit like that? I won't want to. All the flaws, that shit gets electric.
If that shit, like I've seen Iron Man a few times, his shit catch on fire on the inside. Yeah, you can't get out.
Yeah.
You just in that
Try to press the
motherfucker.
button.
Yeah, nah.
Nigga acting up. What's his name?
Jarvis.
acting
Yeah.
up because
Cause you got hit too hard or something. Yeah, nah. Cause technology is too
Iffy, man.
iffy to.
If my computer die, I know my suit gonna die.
That's what I'm saying. Even if you put all your brand into it, something gonna happen if you get hit hard enough. Or
Exactly.
like if fucking like Thor threw his hammer at that nigga head and his shit started fucking up. And then he had to make a new suit that could be immune to that, but something else gonna happen.
Right, gotta keep upgrading.
Yeah, so it's like, maybe I would just rather have just protective shit.
Or vibranium.
Well, yeah, vibranium, you good. If you got that, you good, pretty much. But, shout out to Teleportation, man, with the ski mask.
That's a dangerous combination.
And what else you got? What's this? I want to hear the rest of your fit.
Just follow the ninja. Probably not even a ski man, just a ninja suit.
Just
a morph suit?
Yeah, just something
suit.
type.
And that's the one that you gotta put on, so when you gotta tap and just.
Okay.
Or you get the technology.
You got a little bread.
Yeah, shit, you know what I'm saying?
So strong man, he got some money and shit.
And this version of business is booming. You know,
What about
they got some
you,
money.
Rick? What your suit looking like?
I told you, it's going to be something to cover a majority of my features.
Okay.
And some body armor.
Okay.
And some knives.
Okay. You know, I know you like
Well,
that.
anything that I could just throw and I can increase the gravity on it by 1,000% and it turns into a bullet. So I can do pennies.
Imagine you could just have anything on it.
A piece of fabric. I got a piece of paper. Keep gravity on it from both sides, so it's
Well,
always
you don't even
flat,
gotta ball that
and just
motherfucker
send it
up.
No.
You could just
sling
send it and then be sharp.
Sharp as a blade.
Yeah.
If I would have thought of that, I would have said it. If I would have thought of that,
that's crazy.
I was thinking of force. But the force is not like how you said it. The force is just pushing.
You're pushing and pulling. And,
what would be our so teleportation, man? Is the gravity kid?
Speed, nigga.
Speed.
Speed.
I gotta put fat and fast. Some fat and fast
food.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Fast food. So fast food, teleportation, man.
And
the gravity kid. What would be our superhero team name? And strong man. Strong man.
You never see strong men, but you hear about him.
Yeah, he does everything else.
He does everything else.
What's
the niggas you don't want to call?
Every cameo he's in is just something getting thrown.
He just throws some shit. He just super fucking strong.
You just see it.
They're like, what are your limits? He like, there aren't any. And then he just walks away.
You don't even say just hero.
Just super niggas. Just super
niggas.
The nigger brigade.
Hell yeah.
Them boys.
Them boys. Yo, who is it? Oh, it's them boys over there.
Oh shit.
That's them boys over there. I'm getting a call. I ain't gonna answer them.
So, alright, so I got one more question for you, then we're gonna wrap.
Yes, sir.
So, VAD.
Yes, sir.
You make music and stuff like that. You and I and Marl and Rick and a bunch of us got some stuff coming on the way that we're not gonna mention too much.
Entertainment.
Yeah, some more entertainment stuff on the way. What's next for King VAD? From music to that, what's next? What you got going?
So we're gonna go if we gonna talk about what's next. Let's see. Well, as you know, I've been working on the mixtape. Me and Marl got a collab mixtape coming together. Moon Baby. Moon Baby 2021. We trying to drop it in October, but who knows? Might come out next year. We still get everything together, you know what I'm saying?
That's the goal, but
that's the goal. You know, we both got lives and stuff. So,
yeah.
So we working, you know what I'm saying? But when we get a chance, we work on the music. Other than that, after Moon Baby, man, you know what I'm saying? I might do what you do, man. Take that hiatus. Just chill, man. I mean, I'm just trying to really just chill, get the money up.
Dabble into some other shit too.
That and just maybe just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course dabble. I'm gonna talk about that. But you know, just more for like the next year coming up. Just focus on myself. Focus on just you know getting the paper up, just stacking money. You know what I'm saying? Just stacking. Really just stacking, man. Stacking, getting health. You know, all my health in order. You know what I'm saying? Just get more in shape. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be an old nigga and can't move. Man. you gotta do it. You gotta do it early, man. Get them bones working.
Yep.
Can't be old and stiff, man. So on the entertainment side, like I said, I'm gonna take a hiatus from music, but I am starting to get more into gaming. So
I've seen you on Twitch.
Yeah, you will see more Twitch.
King VAD on Twitch. What's your at? Let me know what your at is on Twitch.
On Twitch is at King VAD.
King VAD, okay.
It's King VAD, same shit. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get me on Xbox or whatever, it's Smoking the Runs. Smoking the Runs, that's the name.
That's
but
right. Okay.
yeah, man, I'm just getting into more into gaming because you know I'm trying to. Well, yeah, like I said, after the grinding period, which I'm gonna call it. Like I said, I'm gonna get back more into skits and maybe not doing, maybe get back into music, but maybe just focus on just more skits and you know podcasts. I'll be probably starting one.
Ooh,
and, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Me and my cousin gonna be doing something.
The podcast community is growing. Okay.
Hell yeah, man! Hey, y'all boys got me wanting to. I mean, I've been wanting to do it, but I've seen y'all guys, you know, getting it done. What, 26 episodes in now?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I see it, man. Like I said, I'm a big fan of y'all boys, man.
I really appreciate it.
I've been
You was
watching.
one of the first people to give us true
to say that they listen to
I'm
it.
not gonna say the first person, but I was
one of the first.
I was there from the beginning, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate this episode, man, because you know what I'm saying. I'm on the joint finally, and it's like you know what I'm saying. Now that y'all boys got more, you know, I would say viewers and people who actually know what y'all about. It's a blessing to get on this joint right now, man. Because now when we talking, man, we in this joint. But yeah, other than that, we doing podcasts, you know, just talking about, you know what I'm saying,
life and
anything.
shit.
But our episodes, I ain't gonna get into it, but it's gonna come out.
It's coming.
It's coming. Again, you know what I'm saying. Y'all got
if y'all need guests,
that's collab episodes on there, man. We do episodes. We all just sitting on the table talking about everything. You know what I'm saying. So that coming soon. You know what I'm saying. In the works. You know, just
a lot of different stuff you got.
A lot of shit, man. A lot of people know who I am, but after this period, y'all gonna know me more than from just rapping. Y'all gonna know. It's not gonna be King VAD the rapper. It's King VAD the personality. You know what I'm saying? The guy, he's just, you know, kind of like how Snoop Dogg is now. He doing a lot of things. He right, you know, for rapping, but he do a lot of things. And not gonna say like that's what I'm trying to be, but it's just how it's gonna come together. You know what I'm saying?
What you looking at?
How it's gonna come together because honestly. Music is cool, but man, it's a writer's block, bro. It's like it's that, but it's like you know everybody get here and there writer's block, but it's for like when you get writer's block for a certain long a period of time where it gets elongated. That's how you know it's okay. Take the hiatus. Don't force it. That's what I feel like I'm doing. I'm forcing it, and it's like nah. I want to take the hiatus. I want to get myself together, get everything, and live life so I can have more to talk about.
Right, fact.
Because it gets to the point where it's like when you're not really doing nothing, you saying the same things
over and
over again. It's like. Okay, what
am I dropping now? I'm just dropping
the same shit. You can listen to my old songs and hear the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, it's not no growth and no elevation in what I'm doing.
And that's what you're looking for.
So
that's part. Well, maybe not the writer's block because I even still write new music. It's just like the
content.
Yeah, because I had the project I was doing. I had a concept for the project. It's just like music has just become too much like a job, and I feel like I was feeling like okay, I have to get this done. I have to do this. I have to do that.
You start to feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, and I was just overwhelmed, and I was just like, I'm not enjoying it. Like I like the song. The songs is fire. That's great, but I'm spending. Like
you don't hear as much as you.
I'm spending all this money for like maybe 10 people to probably listen to it.
Exactly.
And it's like, well, and again, I could do better with marketing and stuff like that, but again, that's more money.
More money, more time.
When I could put more focus into this, I already have my equipment. Rick and I we sit, we talk our shit, and it's out.
Yeah.
It is out. There's nothing else for us to do. Editing is relatively easy. You just gotta take out what you don't want, keep it going. Even with my film work and stuff like that, I actually get paid to do that stuff.
So now you got revenue coming.
Yeah, and even my own personal stuff is like, well, I already got the equipment, so I'm not spending too much more extra money to get shit up.
And so you're actually enjoying doing this.
And I'm enjoying it. Not that I don't enjoy music. I love making music.
Right.
But it's just becoming like, okay, I'm throwing money out. It's feeling like a job, and I'm not getting nothing in return for it.
Exactly.
Okay,
so you get a return on the podcast? Or you feel like you'll have a quicker time to get a return on this?
We not getting return on the podcast yet, but it's not costing me anything. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not costing me nothing to do it. So.
And I feel like it's a different way to, cause like with music, you gotta find a rhyme, you gotta find this, you gotta have that, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? And some people put out
mix and master.
Gotta be
this and that.
Podcast, you can literally just say anything.
You talk your shit. You edit what you want to edit.
You talking to your bros. It's a regular shit.
You talking to your friend. Yeah.
It's not like it's not forced. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's an easier come up. It's easier. You get more content out of doing podcasts. Yeah. It's regular entertainment than just trying to find what beat go with this. How can I put my voice on the beat? And that thing that, kind of deferred me because my voice, bro, like, most of the beats I'm on, sometimes, like, bro, the session I had, like, a couple days ago, tomorrow, I recorded a song, and I did not like it at all. And I was like, bro, okay, this is...
You gotta take a break.
I had to. It was like, bro, I want to hear our sound, me saying it like this, rapping it like this, you know what I'm saying, it felt good, but... Putting it onto a digital platform, we can actually hear it and see the waves and see how you sound on a digital platform.
You only sound that, right?
It didn't hit as how it's hit, organic, sound of how it's coming out your voice. You know what I'm saying?
Right, it didn't hit the way you wanted it to.
Exactly.
Right.
So it's like,
that's another thing too. You could do all those things. And then you not like the song,
right?
But you've already spent money on the song.
I spent time on it.
I already spent time on the song.
On it.
And it's like energy and all that shit. It's just like bro, like I'm upset right now. I'm not happy right now.
And it's like I could have been doing something else. You know what I'm saying? I could have been making a skit.
For anybody watching this, like we're not trying to defer nobody from it because music is a beautiful thing. I enjoy making music.
Exactly.
I will start making music again at some point. I'm sure VAD will start making music again at some point. It's just like sometimes you just need a breather. Because music is a tough shorty to deal with.
It's a shorty that don't agree with you sometimes.
Yeah, like you love her and stuff like that, but like
it's that girl that you always argue with. But
it's not a lot of give. It's a lot of taking. It's not a lot of give when it comes to music. So it gets tough to continuously every month or every year.
But if you love music, if you do love music,
you'll always come back.
You always come. Exactly. You always come back. It always rears its head because one day I'll be thinking like, man, I don't like this.
But then you'll make a song.
I'm right back.
I'm back in it. Oh, I can drop a mixtape tomorrow.
The next day might come.
I don't want to do it. Yeah. That's why I just totally scrapped the project and said it's in my computer. It's pretty much ready to go. It's staying there until I'm ready to let it out.
It's ready. Yeah. Takes time, man. I already know.
But yeah, VAD, man, we thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming. I'm sorry we hogged the tail end of that conversation.
I was just taking care of something school related.
Okay, cool, cool.
Taking care of business on business.
But man, thank you so much for coming. We are happy that you came to be on the podcast. We've been talking about this damn near since we started this.
Yeah.
It's nice to actually have you here. We definitely gonna have you back.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I'm gonna let Rick close us out.
Alright, so this is another episode. We still do those of the R&P Podcast. Really appreciate King VAD, as you don't remember our name, but VAD, for coming out here, chopping it up with us.
We're talking about a lot of different
talking about all of our dumb questions.
A lot of different stuff.
And even controversy, we didn't even know that.
A little controversy. Hopefully I don't get a phone call about that.
No, you should be fine. Alright, thank you for everybody listening to the R&P Podcast. Really appreciate VAD for coming out and chopping us.
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
And we cut out the last outro, so this is a new outro, so this is why we're laughing.
There's gonna be laughing.
We really appreciate him coming and chopping up with us. Yeah, chopping us with us. We really appreciate it. This is episode 26. We're almost at 30. We really appreciate everybody who has been listening and who is listening and will listen and listen from the future. Comment
how many, if you listen to this like 5 years from now, comment our net worth.
Now? Or
yeah.
then? Or
Yeah. 5 years from now, if you're looking back and you're like, oh, I wonder where these guys started from, and you happen to be watching this episode right here, comment our Rick and I net worth down below.
Just comment. We just appreciate comments.
Well, no, regular comments too, but I'm talking specifically to the people from 5 years from now.
But no, we really appreciate everybody's listening, even if you don't comment. We really would appreciate comment. That'd be like interaction. We would thrive.
We've been getting more comments as of lately, right? Not frequently, but
I'm not logged into our YouTube.
Yeah, not frequently, but we've been getting a couple comments.
Oh, but
y'all get more plays on podcasts? I mean, on podcasts on Spotify.
We do. We get decent. Yeah, it's just there's no comments.
Yeah, they can't comment.
We don't tell what people like.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. But yeah, we're trying out this new angle. If this works for you better than what we have been doing, let us know. This is probably be what it is anyway, regardless.
Because I enjoy this angle better too.
Yeah.
I was a little skeptical at first, but it worked out.
It all worked out. You get to see all of us, and it's not like a weird bit. And then just quality of audio, sound, how it looks, and everything like that. Let us know how that is. But yeah, we really appreciate everybody who's listening and has listened, will listen, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Bye.
Peace.
Bitch, you know it's me. It's King VAD. And I made this beat. Y'all ain't even think. I love fucking hoes. They just come and go. She said that she likes it. Adios.